Hello everybody, welcome to Nomax TV and another Toy Shop Tour episode. I'm at Lakeside Classics today, going to show you around some amazing cars in stock currently that have caught my eye and hopefully will catch your eye as well. What I do is I just do this recorded on my camera. I do it in a one take because that's how I would when I do a live broadcast. So apologies if it's not polished in places or I get the odd stat or price wrong, etc. However, if you'd like more information on any of the cars you're about to see, head over to the nineworks.co.uk/Porsche Marketplace. That's where it's the home of the Nineworks Marketplace, where all cars are backed by comprehensive warranties, as you well know now. That's it. I'll show you around some of these cars. And you know, I know from previous experience that you enjoy these videos as much as I do. And people have bought cars from these, so you might see your next Porsche here, who knows. So anyway, that's enough from me. Let's go and take a look at some of the cars here in the Lakeside showroom, which, as you can see, is a decent spread, particularly around the £80,000 mark circa, okay? But we'll come on to that. I mean, that's in particular reference to that Crayon GT4, but I'm going to start a bit left field today with this. It's an awesome iRock evocation. I wish it was the real thing. I think we all do, but with the money that a genuine iRock car gets these days, you'll be hard pressed to ever see one driven again in anger. So yeah, this is based on a 964. It's it's recently come for sale, I think. And again, like in terms of iRock, what was it? International Race of Champions for the 1974 season. It put the best drivers in identical 911 RSRs, and there was a race series in America. So all the very best drivers of the time. I mean, it'd be great if they did it again. I know there's been modern day interpretations, but it never quite scaled the heights of this original iRock series. So yeah, the RSR arches as well. Look at that little ducky, which the iRock cars didn't come with, but again, it's iRock inspired. Right-hand drive as well, which is pretty cool. And although I'm not aware of the colour off by heart, all the iRock cars were painted in bright colours. So it's a really lovely interpretation of an iRock based on a 964. So you get the comforts over the early G bodies, better gearbox, for example, with a G50 gearbox, ABS on the brakes and all the rest of it. So a tad more usable, I would say. It's for sale. It's on the Lakeside website. Go and check it out. What I would say, as a quick guide, if you see these stickers on any of the windscreens, red means it's yet to go through Lakeside's mechanical inspection. Green means it is prepped and ready. So if you see red, it's a good indication, I guess, as to whether they're sold or not. So with that in mind, let's head over to this Crayon GT4 718. So I guess if you're old school, you like old school lexicon, you'd call it the Mark II, wouldn't you? By now, the 718 GT4 was available PDK or manual, whereas the Mark I was manual only. This one is the purest spec, and I have to say, I absolutely love the red stitching in here. Really nicely put together. Goes nicely with the red door pulls, the red tacho and the red chrono clock. If you can see that. That does look a wonderful place to be. GT4 red stitching in the headrests of the 918 buckets. I mean, that looks incredible, doesn't it, to be honest? Really, really cool. That can be had for 80k. Give or take, which is a superb, aggressive-looking Porsche GT car, a modern Porsche GT car as well, might I add. Very, very cool. 992 GT3, this is reserved, so we won't hang around. 991.2 GT3, this is available. This is 123k, so it's sort of like new Carrera T money, really. But this gets you a genuine 4-litre GT product. It is PDK, the spec on it is monstrous. Cool carbon mirrors as an example. The ceramics, which are obviously there for the performance pedigree rather than the fact that it blends in with the body colour of racing yellow. And what I really like are the black accents on the car, including like little bits in there that aren't usual. The handles being painted black as well, and again, reference those side mirrors again, the sport design mirrors. It ties in really nicely, and then inside it's like a flip reverse of that, whereby it's dominated by black leather and Alcantara with yellow contrast stitching. Really, really, really nice, really well thought through. Love that stitching on the wheel as well, look at that. Baby miles, 15,000, if the camera will focus, there we go. 9,000 RPM, ready to rock. Front axle lift as well. More contrast stitching on the seats, yellow belts. It's really, really, really cool. And with it being a Gen 2, it comes with the updated PCM with Apple CarPlay. So that is a superb car, superb. I cannot walk past a 50th anniversary without giving reference to it. I'm here today to do a video on this car, so we won't talk about it too much. But that is a phenomenal car, phenomenal car. I love it so. I can't wait to bring you the updated video. 991.2 there. We've got a couple of 991.2s in. We have also got 997 Turbo S. And again, I like to show you things that perhaps you might not see so much of elsewhere on Planet YouTube. And I think the 997 Turbo S falls into this category. I should do a video on one of these before long. These cars were really a run-out model for the 997 generation in the turbo form, rather than, you know, by the 991 generation it switched round to just being like an upgrade on the turbo. So although it's not a numbered production car, they are low production, and it just, yeah, through the kitchen sink at the turbo platform, gave you a few juicy extras, including the centre lock wheels on the Turbo S, whereas on the 997.2 Turbo they were a very expensive option. Ceramics as well were standard. They're looking mighty fine there. It came with a power kit as standard, boosting power to 530 horsepower as well. These cars are still very, very, very quick by today's standards, and they give modern performance, but in like a really classic, sleek 911 look. I won't call it small because it's not. It's a turbo-bodied car, but compared to 992s, for example, they don't dominate the road in the same way. If you're following these from behind, it's classic turbo, very low, very wide, so amazing look, but just doesn't have the bloated look of more modern stuff for me. So this is possibly as good as it gets for modern turbo in my book. What I won't do is walk into the wall again. Let's show you inside as well, because again, more standard spec, including the chrono pack. All of them were PDK, by the way, so focus on, yeah, which transmission. It was 7-speed PDK, they all came with that. You've got the sport design wheel there with the paddles, which is great. They also, as standard, came with contrast stitching. So just a typically nice and understated place to be. A great mile muncher. And this car, bearing in mind it's like a 2012 car. Again, if the camera will focus. Low mileage. There's a lot of low mileage cars in this showroom, so they're ready to be enjoyed. So yeah, there we go. 997 Turbo S, very, very, very cool car. Again, the last of the, you'd argue, classic 911 turbos before the bigger body, electrically assisted steering, rear axle steering, etc., etc. Of the 991 generation that followed. The peak of the 991 generation, away from GT cars, for me is GTS. It came with the X51, which were mechanical upgrades. I don't think enough is made of that in the modern world, to be honest. But as you well know, the GTS spec is rich, gives you just amazing, amazing amounts of 911. 911 purity as well, wide body, albeit rear-wheel drive as here. And as you well know, the all-wheel drive 911s have a light bar here. The rear drive versions have these black slats. There are black accents all over the car on the GTS pack. Take a look inside. So yeah, look, pano roof or glass roof. PDK was optional at this time. That was a £2,500 extra in there. There's chrono pack as well. It's thrown in as standard, as is PSE. Very, very, very cool. Yeah, look, low mileage, 13,000 if you can see that. There we go. Amazing. We'll switch from one white car to another. If my camera will wake up this morning. Yep, very good. Oh, this has got to be this has got to be car of the show, car of the day for me. Does it get any better than that? I'm really not sure it does, to be honest with you. 997.2 GT3 RS. This is a very low mileage car, 14,000 miles for a 2010 model year car, I believe. So really like collector grade, collector friendly. It's up for 220k. I think right now that still looks great. I know they've kicked on in value over other stuff in the last year or so, which is ironic, 'cause about 18 months ago, I made a YouTube video saying how underrated the Gen 1 and Gen 2 997 RS is. But they've definitely kicked on this year, and I think they'll keep going. I really, really do. If you think the 4-litre version of this, where they are, this makes the 3.8 look amazing. They are low number and rare, much rarer than Rennsports of today. I mean, I would guess, compare these to 992 RSs, I reckon for every 5 992 RS GT3s there's one 997. This is back when rare cars were actually rare. For me as well, that is the best colour combination you can hope to get on the 997 RS. Absolute perfection for me. If you would like to donate to my bank account, please do so lavishly, because this honestly is as good as it gets. It's interesting, it's got the big reds with steel brakes, ceramics where available. I would argue, therefore, this car's more road friendly. And yeah, look at this. It's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Again, I did a video, Gen 2 v Gen 1, highlighting the differences. But this was the last, I mean, again, excusing the 4-litre, which was a limited numbered production run. This is the last Metzger engined Rennsport. So huge history right there. And again, like traditional, the following RS went PDK only, didn't it? Rear axle steering. This is Metzger engine, passive rear axle, manual gearbox, mechanically assisted steering, beg your pardon. So it's pure tradition. It's pure, unbridled 911 thrills. This car, over and above the standard GT3 RS spec, included the chrono pack with the clock, as you can see. Red cage in there, Nomex covered folding bucket seats. And as you would have recently seen from my 992.2 touring video, which has brought back folded bucket seats, I think these are better. Carbon backed, looking beautiful. It looks brand new in there. I'm not going to sit in there. I shall save that for the next, perk for the next buyer. I love this sort of styling as well. Bring that back, I say, bring that back. Slightly wider front arches there. So, yeah, look, as a quick look around the Lakeside showroom, because there is much more to see, but I need to get on with filming. That is for sale, by the way. That's $500,000 if you want to get involved with some Jaguar blue chip collector grade goodness. This is a project that Lakeside have sidelined for now, but have grand plans for. If you think similar to the iRock car that was at the top of the video, I shall say no more. Gen 2 997 Turbo. I'm getting carried away. I know I said I'd finish, but here we are. 992 Carrera S. That is a G-body Targa, guards red, beautiful. I will stop, go and take a look at all of these and much more on the Lakeside website and at nineworks.co.uk/Porsche Marketplace. As I said, they're all backed by comprehensive warranties. They're all really well prepped. And do you know what? We just really like the Lakeside team here. I always enjoy coming here. The cars are brilliant. The team are knowledgeable and passionate. They love these cars as much as you and I do. And that really does go a long way. So that sort of stuff means a lot to me. I hope it does to you too. I hope you enjoyed this toy shop tour. Lots of great toys here. Look forward to bringing you more toys from another toy shop very soon. See you on another episode of Nineworks TV.